Warning: the Ninja X show may trigger the social justice warriors, incels, the Me Too movement, menonazis, feminazis and other extremist groups. Viewer discretion is advised.
This video is brought to you by SchoolTrashers.com, educating people with the truth by trashing indoctrination and extremist views since 2005.
Why I really support President Trump is because when Hillary Clinton and what's that dude named, Barack Obama, when they had the White House, you see, I got to see my family all the time. I got to see my brothers and sisters all the time. But the reason why I got to see my family and my brothers and sisters all the time, because they they didn't have a job. So I got to see them every day and every payday. And now that Donald Trump is in office, I don't see my family no more because they got a job and they too busy working and they too busy for me, which is a good thing because now my 401k is going up, my Roth account is going up, everything is going up. Thank you, Donald. I love you.
I got your text message, and I just wanted to say thank you and say, fuck you. And I can't believe that we have fascists who are trying to run for office locally. Please report to jail immediately. Or if you keep on going where you're going, maybe you'll end up in a death camp. That's the way where we're going. So bravo to you. Jolly good. Make your racist American great again, okay? Bye.
This video is brought to you by SJW Tears, the most delicious tears you'll ever drink.
Welcome to the Ninja X Show. Today's topic, the problem with being a far-left Democrat. I've been recognizing how problematic the far-left Democrats truly are. From Nancy Pelosi ripping paper at the State of the Union, to a black woman Democrat promoting segregation, and Mike Bloomberg's racist comments, this sends a clear message that the far-left Democrats are the KKK.
And frankly, there's just too many white people in here, and this is a space for people of color. So just be really cognizant of the space that you're taking up, because it does make some of us POCs uncomfortable when we see too many white people in here. It's only been open for 4 days, and frankly, there's the whole university for a lot of y'all to be at, and there's very few spaces for us.
Cohort of black and Latino males aged, let's say, 16 to 25 that don't have jobs, don't have any prospects, don't know how to find jobs, don't know what their skill sets are, don't know how to behave in the workplace where they have to work collaboratively.
Ian has always dreamed of going to space. He was the first in his class and among the youngest at an aviation academy. Charles is one of the last surviving Tuskegee Airmen, the first black fighter pilots, and he also happens to be Ian's great-grandfather.
But President Trump telling a little girl that she's going to get a scholarship, that was a lovely moment.
I am thrilled to
Allow me to explain why that is. What does Richard Spencer, white nationalists, the Nazis, and the KKK want most? Segregation. They're against interracial friendships and relationships. They view all minorities as racist and evil. The Black Panther Party and black nationalists also want segregation, and they happen to be Democrats. They view all white people as racist and evil. So basically they are fighting for the same cause. The Democrats want racism to live, so they absolutely need to have these extremist groups around because it goes with their narrative. Without these extremist groups, Democrats would fail to keep this illusion that racism is a huge problem in this country, even though the majority of Americans are against racism. Plus, the racists are a small group of people. For example, the KKK only have 8,000 members. There is no way that all 64 million Trump supporters are KKK members because 8,000 people is not enough to win an election. But the Democrats will make up lies and slander all Trump supporters as being part of the KKK, which is a ridiculous claim, but that's the narrative that they want to spin. Forget the fact that Trump gave a scholarship to a little black girl, which, by the way, Democrats refused to applaud for at the State of the Union. Forget the fact that the vape shop employee said the N-word against a Trump supporter. Forget the fact that the KKK was created by the Democrats. Forget the fact that the Republicans freed the slaves. Forget the fact that Martin Luther King Jr. is against segregation. Forget the fact that Robert Byrd is friends with Hillary Clinton and that he is a KKK member. Forget the fact that the KKK actually endorsed Hillary in 2016. And sure, they also endorsed Trump before that, but it just goes to show that the KKK is inconsistent and don't know what they're voting for. You see where I am going with this? The far-left Democrats want you to forget the facts in favor of you believing in their lies. The far left wants segregation and they want people to hate each other. So while they may point the finger at Republicans, falsely accusing them of racism or being KKK members, the reality is that the Democrats are the ones who are actually guilty of these things they accuse Republicans of. They falsely accused me of being alt-right when I called Nazis socialists. They said that it was an alt-right talking point, which is false because the alt-right would actually agree with Democrats that Nazis are conservatives. But calling conservatives Nazis is a contradiction because conservatives are against socialists. Nazis are National Socialists. Far-left Democrats are socialists. But instead of the Democrats using the proper socialist symbol, which is the Nazi symbol, they replace it with a communist symbol instead and call it socialism. But communist also has a history of dictatorship and killing millions of innocent people. Joseph Stalin is a prime example of this, yet the far left doesn't see a problem with this because Stalin is not Hitler. Anyways, the far left Democrats are against the idea of Nazis being socialists, even though Nazis are called National Socialists, but the far left Democrats deny that Nazis are socialists. Okay, if they want to make that claim that Nazis are not socialists, then I think it's fair to claim that Antifa is not anti-fascism, since socialism and communism is associated with fascism. Antifa supports both and waves a communist flag, which is exactly why I oppose Antifa, Nazis, the KKK, and all other extremist groups. They are all hateful and they are all brainwashed. They believe in lies and propaganda. They deny anything factual because they hate the truth. They are completely ignorant. That's all I have to say. Don't forget to share this video. Stay tuned for more truth, logic, and common sense. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time.